Help me reach 4,000 subscribers. Support the video with a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. Thank you. I used to think love died quietly, not with shouting, not with slamming doors, but with silence. For months, that's what our home had become. Quiet. The kind of quiet that doesn't feel peaceful, but hollow. Emily would sit across from me at dinner, scrolling through her phone, and I'd pretend not to notice how her smile never reached her eyes anymore. I kept telling myself it was just a phase, stress from work, exhaustion, something temporary. I made her coffee every morning the way she liked it. 2 sugars, no cream. I'd kiss her forehead before leaving, and she'd barely lift her eyes from the screen. At first, I blamed myself. Maybe I'd stopped trying. Maybe I'd become boring. So I planned weekend trips, surprise dinners, anything to light a spark. But every time she'd say, "I'm not in the mood," or "I'm tired, Ethan." Maybe another time. Another time never came. The first Real crack appeared one Thursday night. I came home early from work, a rare thing for me, and found her sitting on the couch, laughing. Not the polite laugh she gave me when I told a bad joke, but that deep, carefree laugh I hadn't heard in years. She was on a video call. When she saw me, her laughter died so fast it hurt to watch. She fumbled with her phone, ended the call, and forced a smile. "Just an old friend," she said. But the way she said it, soft, defensive, made my stomach twist. I didn't confront her that night. I told myself I trusted her. That's what love meant, right? Trust. But over the next few weeks, things felt off. She dressed up more. She guarded her phone like it was gold. She'd step outside, take work calls that lasted 40 minutes. Then came the night she didn't come home. She texted at 10:47 p.m. "I'm staying at Julia's tonight. She's going through something." No explanation, no call, no warmth. Just that. I lay awake till sunrise, staring at the ceiling, wondering when exactly she stopped being mine, or she ever truly was. The next morning, I asked her casually about Julia. She blinked twice before answering. The kind of blink you do when your mind's racing for a lie. "She's fine," she said. "I'll tell you about it later." She never did. That was the day something in me went quiet too. I stopped chasing, stopped asking, stopped caring, or at least tried to convince myself I had. For weeks, we coexisted like polite strangers. Breakfast was silent. Nights were longer. Our love, or what was left of it, was an old photograph we both kept pretending not to look at. Then one evening, out of nowhere, she suggested we go out. "Dinner?" she said, eyes soft, almost nervous. "It's been a while." I wanted to say no. Every part of me screamed not to play along. But a small, foolish part, the part that still remembered her laugh, said yes. We went to the same Italian place where we'd had our first date. The lights were low, the same soft jazz played in the background, and for a moment, I almost believed it was 2015 again. She ordered my favorite wine without asking. I noticed she even wore the blue dress I once told her made her look like summer. Halfway through dinner, she smiled. Not the empty, forced smile I'd grown used to, but the real one, the one that reached her eyes, the one that made me fall for her all those years ago. And for a heartbeat, I believed love wasn't dead. We laughed, talked about old trips, and for a while, the air between us felt light again. My chest ached, not from pain, but from hope, until her phone buzzed. She glanced at it. Her face froze. She turned it over quickly, but not before I saw the name flash on the screen. Daniel Speech Balloon Redheart. It was like watching the scene change mid-sentence. Her smile faded, her voice wavered, and I suddenly saw the truth behind that warmth. It wasn't me she'd been smiling for. Not really. It was guilt. I didn't say a word. I finished my drink, asked for the check, and drove us home in silence. She stared out the window the whole time, twisting her ring like it burned. When we got back, I went straight to the guest room. She followed. "Ethan, please." "Don't," I said quietly. I saw his name. Her lips trembled. "It's not what you think." I almost laughed. "Then tell me what it is." She didn't answer, just tears. And silence. I didn't shout. I didn't beg. I just nodded and said, "You don't have to explain. Just don't lie anymore." Then I packed a small bag and left. That night, as I sat in my car outside a quiet motel, I thought about all the moments I'd missed, all the times I'd tried to fix what she'd already thrown away. And strangely, I didn't feel anger, just relief. Because for the first time in years, I wasn't guessing or hoping or pretending. I knew. 2 weeks later, she called. Her voice was small, broken. "I made a mistake," she said. "Can we talk?" I told her maybe someday, but not now. That night, I saw her again, not in person, but in a photo online. She was smiling, but it was that hollow smile again, the one that hides pain behind perfect teeth. And I realized something. The smile she gave me at that dinner, the one that made me believe for a second that love had returned, wasn't about love at all. It was goodbye dressed as hope. Love didn't die that night. It had been gone long before. I just finally stopped pretending it was still breathing.